I'm sorry. I tried to do a good intro, but Bob beat me to it with the Night of Roxbury intro. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sideline Study Podcast. It's Coop here, and it's the Super Bowl weekend. We've got a lot to talk about. We've been on hiatus for the past week, trying to take the week off, and we're here to talk about the biggest game of the season. And well, let's just say, as a Jets fan, with my feelings as the Patriots, with everything like that. So I'll just leave. Let's just go to my co-host, the Cobone Show, JP Baker. What's going on, my man?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's it going? I have a lot to talk about. I'm sure everybody wants to hear my thoughts on the fucking Saints game. I'm going to talk about the Patriots. Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about it. Some of you may not like what I have to say, but you know what? It's all a part of life. If you're going to be that butthurt over one decision, well, you need to reevaluate shit. Just saying.
I also want to welcome his co-host, Miss Goonie 20 over there. How you doing, Goonie?
Doing good. Changing a diaper at the moment.
I can't see you on my end either, so it's all good on my end too. This is a different setup that we're doing. We're on JP's channel. We usually do the Google Hangout thing on my channel, but we wanted to do a fan appreciation night for you guys. So if you guys want to call in, make sure that you go into the Sideline Study chat that we have on Twitter. If you guys are in the chat on YouTube, make sure you're adding names so you can be added to the Sideline Study chat. Also with us tonight is one of our favorites, Mr. Foulmouth Bob. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Not much. Go Rams. That's all I got to say about that.
We'll talk about it.
So here's the thing with me is the reason why I wanted to let you guys do this on your channel is because this is would not be possible. I think that we've all had so much fun just talking football with one another, that this is why we've had so much fun together, and that's what it should be. So if you guys want to have your say about the football season, now's the time. And I want to sit back and just enjoy this episode and listen to what you guys have to say, or anything if anybody wants to call in. Just please, this is all about you guys tonight. So JP, please take it away.
I will. First, I want to say thank you, Cardinal, for the raid. We just got raided by Sir Cardinal.
Oh, boy.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, though. All right, so we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about the elephant in the motherfucking room, because it's there. We're gonna talk about it, whether people like it or not. Here's my thing with the Saints and the Rams. Just gonna say this right now. I understand, and I'm not defending what the referees did. What the referees did was miss the call. To say that it was a conspiracy is laughable. Because if there was a conspiracy, they would do it subtly. They would not do it blatantly. That's just the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my life, for somebody to say that it was a conspiracy. How in God's green earth, if it was rigged, if it was rigged, that referee was the only one in on it. Because I've seen other referees saying, you missed that call, dude. So don't tell me that it was rigged. It wasn't. That guy missed the call. And he was the only one in on it. He needs to be fired. That being said, with these referees, they need to go to school again on how to be a fucking referee. Period. Bottom line. And for everybody wanting them to restart that play, you know what? If you're going to do that, there's about 256 other games that need to be redone as well. If you're going to do that, fuck it. Let's just start the whole fucking season over again. That makes no sense. It happens. Move on. It's a part of life. And if you're going to be that butthurt over it, then stop watching the game. Sorry. He missed the call. Move on. That's all I have to say about that on the Saints debacle.
Yeah,
No, I'm not done yet. I'm sorry. I'm not done yet. I'm sorry. I'm not done yet.
No, go ahead, JP.
Now, the Saints kicked a field goal to take the lead, right? And they had how much time left in the fourth quarter? Because they had the lead. It was under 2 minutes, right?
I think so.
Rams were out of timeouts. Don't you think the defense should show up and do something? I would think so. You have to move on from the play that happened. This is what beat the Saints. They did not move on from that play. The Saints kicked a field goal, or the Rams kicked a field goal to send it to overtime. The next thing you know, the Saints come out. They get the ball. All they got to do is just run their offense that they've been running all day long. They failed. They were so jarred by what happened on the previous drive that they had the ball that they could not respond. Rams drive down the field, kick a 57-yard field goal. The Rams go to the Super Bowl. Do not blame the referees. If anything, blame the defense for the Saints because they did not finish the job. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I'm. The only thing I have to say is I looked at the play a couple times and it looked like pass interference and the refs missed the call.
It was. But here's the thing: if that guy he panicked. He even said it himself. If he would have been looking at the ball, he had a pick. He could have picked it off. The play previous, or the previous set of downs to that, the guy when the Teddy Ginn caught the ball and got him down to 1st and goal. Drew Brees is lucky that wasn't picked off. That defensive back jumped 1 split second too soon. If he would have made a move or jumped any later, like 1 split second later, it was going to be a pick six the other way. Or at least picked off. So the Saints had their chances and they failed. So, I mean, I'm sick of people saying, well, and they're suing. Season ticket holders are suing for something they're not going to win. It's not going to happen. Because if it was going to happen, it would have happened a while ago. So why, if you're going to sue for getting your money back. But talk to the Saints. Don't talk to the fucking NFL. They aren't going to give you your money back.
Yeah. I think from what I heard, the Saints season ticket holders are suing the NFL, Robert Goodell, because he has the power to overturn it and do whatever he wants, right?
Yeah, he can't overturn that call. The only thing he can do is reprimand the referees for what happened.
So that's basically what they want to try and do is they want to sue Roger Goodell to make him go back into the process of them setting up the play of exactly how it's done and resetting it. It's so fucking stupid, but
yep, it is, and I get it. Fans are hurt. I mean, Jesus Christ, how many times the Packers had calls against them like that? And of course I'm upset, but I'm not gonna sue the NFL over it.
God, I'm a Jets fan. I'm not gonna sue everybody just because our memories are butt fumbles and that.
Yeah, butt fumble boy.
Well, it's like me, if it wasn't for that fucking kickoff penalty, we probably would have won that Super Bowl.
That's the Panthers game, right?
Panthers, Patriots.
Yeah, Panthers, Patriots. I was like 9 years old, I think, when I watched that game. I was really young, I think. I can't remember who the kicker was. But speaking of the Panthers, Cam Newton is actually going through shoulder surgery, and he might not be able to actually start the season. But it just as a maybe substitution, do you guys think the Panthers should look for a substitute?
Yes.
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 Who'd you guys look for?
Anybody better than Cam Newton?
Well,
which is
Cam
half
Newton,
the
they aren't
league?
getting rid of Cam Newton.
He's got a contract for another few years.
It ain't getting rid of Cam Newton.
You can use him as trade bait, hopefully, though, if he can't play, though.
Who's going to pick up his contract, though?
That's the biggest thing. I don't know who would. But yeah, no, I think they need a substitute. I think just in case he's not healthy enough to play. So
I don't go out and get a quarterback in the draft because you can go with later rounds. Yes, just go and get like a.
So here's the biggest thing, Colin Kaepernick.
No, fuck that guy. You don't want that.
Everybody's saying Colin Kaepernick. Go get him.
Okay.
You guys,
Do you want to know who the better quarterback is there? Fucking Cam Newton. I'd rather have a Cam Newton with one arm than a fucking Colin Kaepernick with a fucking full body. Sorry.
I swear to God, if we get fucking Colin Kaepernick, I am not going to be a Panthers fan anymore. Fuck that guy.
That guy's not very good. He's not. Tyrod Taylor would be a good pickup for him. Because Baker Mayfield he's going to be the starter next year, but watch out, he may not. We'll see how good he is next year. I'm going to say Tyrod Taylor would be a good pickup for Carolina. I don't expect Carolina to be a playoff team next year.
What about Joe Flacco? Do you think they'll make the move for a veteran?
They could, but are they going to want to re-sign him for a long term? Or who's going to take his contract? That's another thing. You're going to have two quarterbacks with over $20 million worth of salary. That's a lot of fucking money. That's $40 million, over $40 million you're investing in your quarterback position.
Well, not only that, but Carolina is also known for, having salary cap issues.
Yeah, we'll see.
I came across a very interesting question on Twitter the other day. Who is the best player that never has won a Super Bowl?
Dan Marino.
Jim Kelly.
He's up there. I can agree with that. But the greatest player to never win a Super Bowl? Dan Marino.
I think there's so many. There were so many. I looked at so many suggestions. Bobbitt, who do you think?
Muhammad Muhammad from Carolina.
Oh, fuck. That guy wasn't that fucking good.
I was actually going to think Steve Smith. I was actually thinking that way.
But he won a Super Bowl, I think.
Steve Smith Sr.? I don't know. He's never won a Super Bowl.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Was he on the Ravens team when they won the Super Bowl?
I think so.
No, he signed after. Steve Smith has never
Oh, no,
won.
but he's been to a Super Bowl. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I think he's been to a Super Bowl. He's never won.
Steve Young did win a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Dan Marino. Hands down, Dan Marino, the best player to never win a Super Bowl.
I don't know. It's like Jim Kelly going there 4 times in a row and not winning it.
I understand that, but Dan Marino, probably the greatest quarterback in the 80s besides Joe Montana to never win a Super Bowl. That's up there.
I can name off a couple of other players that should have won a Super Bowl and never did. Warren Moon, Barry Sanders.
Nice. Barry Sanders, a nice one. I like that. Yeah, Barry Sanders, I don't think has ever won it. Goonie, do you want to give some thoughts here?
I'm with JP. Dan Marino, best Super Bowl,
Best
non-winning Super Bowl quarterback.
quarterback player, period. That's Dan Marino.
So who else? Like Tim Brown?
Barry Sanders is another one. Barry Sanders is one of those guys, but then again, he played for the Lions, so you knew they were never going to win a fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, track. But yeah, no, there's. I just wanted to put it out there. That was a fun little survey that I just came across, and there's a lot of players out there that have never won a Super Bowl, and they should out there. So in my opinion, Jim Kelly has gone there 4 times, and he's never won a Super Bowl.
Right.
So that's a shame.
Yeah.
Dan Marino, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, went there I think twice. Did he go there twice or once? Can't remember.
He only went
once.
One.
Okay, he only went once. Okay, he only went the once and he lost. That was the undefeated season, right?
That's the year that they beat. No. That was the year that they beat the Bears. Or no, not that they beat the Bears. It was the year after, I think, they beat the Bears. Or the year before. I can't remember, but they played the 49ers. They lost like 48 to 13 or something like that. They got their ass handed
to them. What happened, Bobbit?
No, I was talking about that score.
Oh, yeah, 48 to 13. I thought you.
That was the year. That was the streak where the closest game for the NFC or for the AFC, because the NFC won the Super Bowl like 13 years in a row. The first team to win it after the streak was the Broncos. They beat the Packers, which I don't want to fucking talk about that shit. Huh? Okay, so the next year, the Bears, the Dolphins beat the Bears to break their undefeated streak.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's people asking questions in the chat. God damn it.
I'm trying to keep up.
My apologies. I'm on the NFL Network. I'm actually just looking at NFL news. If anything, I can just look up here.
If you guys, give me a 1 in the chat right now. I can take one call. We'll take one call at a time. If you want to be on Skype, Bobbit, or no?
Yeah, I can get her. No problem. I got you.
No, it's fucking being weird.
Sorry. I'll try and do what I can and be myself. I usually am weird, so I guess that's kind of normal. Redskins name Rob Ryan inside linebackers coach. Rob Ryan is now back in the coaching mix again, and now he's with the Washington Redskins as linebackers coach.
Linebackers coach.
Yeah.
You get about it or no?
I think I got it.
Did you?
If not, then we'll be talking to some random ass person.
Did you get her, Bobbit, or no?
I think I did.
It's gonna be a fun conversation. We're gonna talk to them.
Hey, Sarah, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing good. What do you want to talk about?
I'm excited that the Colts re-signed Mark Lewinsky.
You know what? I don't even, like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, Sarah. I fucking hate the Colts. Who in the fuck is that guy?
He's the guard that did really good for us this year.
He's the guard. Okay. Yeah, the Colts surprised me this year. They did surprise me this year. They weren't too hot at the beginning. I don't know what they did to fix their issues. They still have issues. Because honestly, I still think that the AFC South is a really weak division. It's getting better. For some reason, the Texans just can't get over that hump. Now, next year, I think the Texans are a player away from probably taking that division. The thing with Andrew Luck is he needs to get more around him. That's my issue with the Colts.
We need another receiver and definitely a pass rusher would be my two things.
Yeah, because Jabbar Sheard, I don't know if he's going to be back this year.
He's under for next year.
He's under for next year? Okay, so then they have both of their defensive ends. Why did they need another pass rusher?
Well, we need a defensive tackle more or less.
Well, to be honest with you, defensive tackles, and this is me as a coach, I think defensive tackles are more prone to stopping the run. Does that make sense? They're
Yeah,
they're big bodies in the middle. That's why a lot of teams run a 3-4 defense.
We need another corner would be another thing.
Yeah, they do need to fix their defensive backfield. They got exposed big time against the Patriots.
Yeah, our linebackers are solid. I'm not too worried about the linebackers.
There is one thing that I will say. What's that middle linebacker's name? He's a rookie this year. What's his name?
Leonard.
He's got to work on his pass coverage skills if they're going to run a cover 2 defense with him. He was out of position all day against the Patriots. All day. Because they were throwing where he was vacating, which is what the Patriots do.
For sure, though.
The receiver, yeah, T.Y. Hilton's getting... I don't know how... I can't stand that guy. I don't know how you guys can put up with his shit. But who do you think's going to win? What do you think about the 2 teams that are left?
I think I'm going to go with the Patriots. As much as I hate them, I'm going to go with them. Tom Brady just has too much experience.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this, that defensive front for the Rams, see, they haven't run into a defensive front. The Patriots haven't run into a defensive front like they're going to run into.
Oh, Sunday. Yeah, with Donovan Sue. Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah, them three up front are really dominating.
Fowler and Sue and Donald for sure.
So what my next question to you, and I'd like to get your thoughts on it. I know that you knew, I know it was pass interference, but what do you think about them wanting to restart the game from that point?
It's just a waste of time, really. It's like they had all these chances too.
Yeah, like I said, if that's the case, they need to redo it 256 other times. They need to just... Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They should just do on controversial plays anyways. Maybe that could be a topic in the off season.
Right. Well, what they need to do, and I think they should do away with reviews, period. Maybe do away with them. Because it's doing nothing but causing more problems. They keep adding rules and adding rules. The pass catch rule, before it was 2 feet, then you had to make a football move, then you had to take 2 steps, and then you had to make a football move and 3 steps.
Right.
They kept adding to the rule. They need to restart it, just scratch it, and just get rid of the review. If the play... If they rule it incomplete, oh well. Human error.
I think the judge will get Le'Veon Bell, personally.
You think the judge? I don't know. Well, they might. I don't know. We'll see.
They don't have a backfield. Their backfield's terrible.
Well, they were all hurt. There are two running backs that they had were all hurt. Isaiah.
If they don't get him, I think Tevin Coleman would be a nice addition for the Jets.
Are you sure he's leaving though?
I think so. I don't think they could afford Devontae Freeman and him both. That's just too much.
Well, are they both free agents?
No, Devontae Freeman's still under contract, but
well, who's the better running back?
I think Devontae Freeman, personally.
Get rid of Tevin Coleman then.
Yep. I think the Colts need to go get Tyrell Williams from the Chargers.
Are you sure he's leaving though? So
I think.
I mean, sure they're up for free agency, but that doesn't mean that they won't resign. because the Chargers are going to be stacked next year. Don't be surprised if they're not the team to beat in the AFC West next year. Sorry, Dan Rex.
Yeah, my boy plays for the Chargers, Desmond King. So
Yeah, he's from Iowa.
I will say this. Can I chime in?
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
First of all, Sarah, hey, thank you so much for all your support this year. You've been so awesome. Thank you so much. You've been awesome. I said that twice. That's all I had to say. Thank you. Carry on.
You're welcome. I'll let everybody else get their calls, and I'm not going to be rude.
You're not being rude. Well, thanks for calling, and we'll talk to you. Good luck to your Colts next year. We'll be talking about the draft coming up and such. I'm pretty sure I will be streaming the football game on Sunday, so.
I want N'Keal Harry from Arizona State in the draft. I love that kid.
What position does he play?
Wide receiver.
Is he a first round? I'd have to look at the prospects. There isn't going to be very many receivers that go in the first round this year.
I think there's only going to be maybe 4, and
I wouldn't even say that. You're going to see a lot of defensive players going in the first round, and a lot of offensive linemen. It's going to be a defensive and offensive line style of draft. You're only going to have 2 quarterbacks going in the first round, and that's
Packers
Haskins.
need T.J. Hawkinson would be good fit for the Packers.
Who?
T.J. Hawkinson, the tight end from Iowa, he's good.
I would rather have Noah Fant.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I like either one.
What's that?
I like both.
Yeah, Noah Fant's the better tight end. He's a better receiving tight end. He how do I say this? He transitions to the NFL better than the other guy does. Now, it's not to say that the other guy won't, but the way that they have it set up right now is they have Noah Fant going in the first round. If I was for the Packers, if I was going to draft, I would go Noah Fant, would be a good pickup. But Jimmy Graham's coming back. So I don't know if they're going to go for a tight end in the first round because they have 2 first-round picks.
Right, because they got one from the Saints. Yeah,
Yep,
from the
they
Marcus.
got one. They got a pick. Thanks, Saints. Appreciate it. Thanks for losing. You gave us pick number fucking 30. So we have, I think, number 12 and number 30 in the draft this year.
Yep.
So
the Colts have number 26. Yeah.
The Colts probably they don't need a running back. I think they're good at their skill level positions. They need a defensive back. And I don't know what will be there in the first round. You might see Indianapolis trade out in the first round.
Maybe get DeAndre Baker from Georgia would be okay too.
And he's a defensive back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll be talking about all that. We'll talk about the first. I've seen a lot of the mock drafts, and I think they have. I don't know what they have for Indianapolis. I know that they had a tight end. They had a defensive lineman and a tight end for Green Bay. A lot of defensive players, a lot of offensive linemen, and 2 quarterbacks.
To me, I think the number 1 defensive player in this draft is Josh Allen from Kentucky.
You think he's the number 1 player?
Yes.
I disagree. It's Nick Bosa. It's going to be Nick, but Nick Bosa is going to go first. They need, because look at who's picking first. The Cardinals. They need a defensive lineman. Yeah. They need pass rush. So you're probably.
I think Josh Allen will go number 2 to the 49ers.
Who's number what?
Say it 49ers, again. I think, are number 2.
Yeah, they need a defensive line. Well, they don't need defensive line help. They need more. They could use a quarterback because Jimmy Garoppolo sucks.
Oh, I agree.
They could take the Haskins kid from Ohio State.
That tight end is pretty good for the 49ers, though, and he was good at Iowa, George Kittle.
George Kittle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love that kid.
He's a good ball player. From
Yep.
what I've seen. I watched him play the Packers this year. He had like 10 catches for like
He
100,
made the Pro Bowl
yards.
this year, I think, right?
Probably. He's
and
one of the best tight ends in the league.
Quentin Nelson was the great pick for the Colts last year. That kid is just a monster.
Quentin Nelson, who's that?
The guard from Notre Dame.
Oh, that kid? Well,
Yeah,
he's 6'4", 330 pounds. He better be a fucking monster.
He is. He pound caked Jadavian Clowney in that game I watched. That was a pancake block. That was awesome.
Here's my thing with pancake blocks.
Jadavian Clowney is going to be a free agent possibly this year. Do you guys think he's going to go?
He'll probably resign with Houston.
Okay.
I think it was kind of. But Tyrann Mathieu's also a free agent too.
Who?
Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger.
He can fuck off. I fucking hate that kid. That kid sucks. That kid's garbage. He is.
What do you think about Antonio Brown?
And
I think he's going to get traded.
Well, he wouldn't get traded if fucking Ben Roethlisberger would fucking leave.
I think Antonio Brown to Arizona would be a nice fit. I think him taking over for Larry Fitzgerald.
He might
Josh
go to
Rose. You got.
He could. He wants to go to a team that's going to win now, and 49ers nor Arizona are one of those two teams. I'd probably go with Seattle. Seattle would be a good pick.
I don't know. I guess maybe the Colts have a lot of cap room right now. A lot of cap room. Not as much as the Jets.
Are they? So. They got to trade, and they're going to have to give something up to get him. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the Colts have enough leeway to give up to get somebody like him.
I don't want Le'Veon Bell.
You don't want Le'Veon Bell?
No, I don't. I want Mark Ingram. Would be okay with me.
You were all about getting Le'Veon Bell early on in the year, Sarah. What happened?
Oh, he's just too much drama.
I think you're good. I think you're good at running back. I think Marlon Mack is good enough. You don't need anything else in the running back position.
Yeah,
I said it at the beginning of the year, and in your discussions, talking with you in the chat with Le'Veon Bell, and I'm like, you don't need one. Marlon Mack's a good back. You got to give him time, and it worked.
We're getting Jack Doyle back too. That'll help us with our tight ends too.
Now, when Marlon Mack, I think he was down at the beginning of the season, right?
Yep.
So that is probably why Indianapolis struggled with the running game early. So maybe having like a Mark Ingram in there, if he doesn't get suspended for 4 games,
here's the thing. I don't know if they're gonna go. Because do you think Mark Ingram wants to be a backup to Marlon Mack? Because he ain't starting.
Yeah, he's not starting. I don't really see him as a starter anymore, unless he wants to make that major money with like Lion.
We're talking about Mark Ingram here. He thinks he's the greatest running back in the NFL.
Yeah, I thought he wanted to retire as a Saint. So I thought that maybe he just wants to retire, or he plays as a starter for a really shitty team like the Lions. Or sorry, Trek, or the Jets. If the Jets really sign Mark Ingram as their guy, I'm gonna barf. I really am. I really am gonna barf if Mark Ingram is the starting running back for the Jets.
Yeah, well, that happens.
It's just we have some talent there. We've got a couple of running backs that we've already signed.
Right.
They just haven't.
Jamal Adams, he's a monster. Jamal Adams is good.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna get rid of him. They're not gonna let him go. There ain't no way. There ain't no way the Jets are gonna let him go. They have a good, solid defense. They just gotta develop them. Mm. I think their defense is
being on the Colts.
I think Trex is trying to get on the call here.
Well, Trek can fuck off. Kidding.
Yeah.
He wants to know what the Lions can do to improve next season.
How about fucking just disband? That would be great.
How about not be the Lions?
Worst coach hire ever, Matt Patricia.
What do they need, Trek? They need
to convert to the XFL. Right now, they'll be the most popular franchise on that.
The thing with the Lions is they don't need anything. It's coaching. Their coaching is fucking horrible. They had their coach, and they fired him to get this fucking Yahoo from New England, who's nothing but a patsy. Bill Belichick makes these guys look good. He
Jim
sucks.
Caldwell's a better coach.
Fucking who's the what was his name? I can't think of his name. What was the coach?
Jim Caldwell.
Yes, he was a coach. Why? He had him going in the right direction, and then they took 2 steps back.
It's because Stafford's average at best.
I'm gonna say this: Matthew Stafford is decent. He is good. He reminds me of Andrew Luck, a little bit older. Andrew Luck is good. They just got to get the weapons around him. When Calvin Johnson left, when Calvin Johnson left, that hurt. That hurt the Lions big time.
Golden Tate filled the shoes pretty good though.
Yeah, but not at the level of Calvin Johnson.
Number-wise, I'd like to go back and see the difference compared to the year before, because I actually think Golden Tate did pretty good filling the shoes.
I'm not saying he didn't, but I don't think that. What I'm trying to say is you look at Calvin Johnson and what he could do, and then look at what Golden Tate could do.
Speaking of which, he is he's a free agent, I think. So he's gonna be.
Well, then they're gonna need wide receiver help. Boy, they need everything, man. They need to stop changing coaches. That's what they need to fucking do.
The Colts could go after Golden Tate. That would be okay with me too. I like Golden Tate.
Now, but is Frank Reich just one of those guys to go out and get a receiver that has skills, or do you think he's a scheme guy? I think he's more of a scheme guy. He's like John Gruden.
I love Frank Reich. I think he's done a great job for our team. I really like the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got players that fit his scheme. That's why he was successful. I like
our defensive coordinator too, Matt Eberflus. He's good.
Yeah, he is. I just think with people just going out and getting somebody in free agency, he better fit what you're doing, because if he don't,
you build draft.
You need to go through the draft. The draft is way easier to do it than free agency, in my opinion.
Yep. And then you sign your good players from your team that have done good for you, and you keep them. And then you get rid of the guys that aren't doing that great and just let them walk.
Right.
Ryan Grant should just walk from the Colts. He should just walk. He was terrible.
Well, I mean, I get it.
I'm getting the YouTube delay right now. I'm just seeing JP putting his arms up like he's doing the YMCA.
Oh, no, I was just doing this probably. Sorry.
It's hard for me not seeing you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's that?
I think we should re-sign Dontrell Inman.
Now he's a receiver. Yeah. He'd
be a good
re-signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember, you just can't re-sign everybody, because everybody's going to be asking for money, and that's the thing. That's the thing that sucks about football.
We got Glowinski in a 3-year, $18 million deal. That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys definitely need to protect the line. Didn't the Colts fire their offensive line coach this year?
Yeah, was talking shit to Denzel Good when his brother passed away, and that's what happened.
Oh, really? Because wow.
And it was Josh McDaniels' hire, and they don't want nothing to do with Josh McDaniels anymore, so that's why he got walked. They only kept him just to keep, for them to keep him. They didn't have to keep him on. It was not a Frank Reich hire.
Okay. Wow. I did not know that. I was actually surprised that they actually let go of their offensive line coach after what they did. So they did a pretty good job at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was kind of surprised they let them go.
From the Broncos as our new offensive lines coach. He's a really brilliant guy.
Okay. That's definitely one thing you guys need to protect Marlon Mack if he's going to be your star guy, right? So
I like Marlon Mack. I think he's a good guy. He's good.
He's a good running back. I said it at the beginning of the year. If you can get him back and healthy, I think the Colts have a chance to turn things around.
I think we're going to go to the playoffs again next year.
Well, like I said, the Titans weren't that far off, and you know where the Texans are. So we'll see.
Sean Watson, I respect the guy.
Cody's actually asking what do the Titans need to do. So it's like we're having an AFC South debate. What's going on?
What do the Titans need? You not to be their fan. That's what they need. The Titans. Well, they have a solid offensive line.
That needs the offensive line.
Now they have a decent offensive line. They had injuries this year. Next year they should be back. They need defensive line help, even though that they have some there, and I think they had injuries there too. They need to get people healthy. Once they get people healthy, then we'll see.
Derrick Henry showed he's a star, though.
Yes.
I think the two best quarterbacks in that division are Watson and Luck by far.
I mean, Mariota could be up there if you got fucking people around him. Hey, Coop, quit talking shit to the fucking bong.
You can hear it? Oh, shit. I forgot to put it on mute.
You're fine.
Hear it talking to me.
I like the quarterbacks. I mean, Tennessee drafted him number 2. They must like what he's doing. Otherwise, they've been drafting a quarterback a long time ago. He's been fighting injuries, too. So,
yep.
I mean, Andrew Luck. The thing with Andrew Luck is he could be good 1 minute, and then he's from week to week. And the game against the Patriots, he looked terrible. He looked like the guy that played that he was a rookie. He looked like a rookie out there. The week before that, he looked really good. I don't know what was different. It was the same type of defense that they were playing against.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I ask who this rated R superstar person is?
That's my niece. That's my niece.
I found it really funny. Somebody's putting Teespring up.
No, that's my niece. That's my niece.
I found it awesome.
It's all right. It's my niece, Paige.
Nice.
She did a good job, by the way, on Sunday. I told her that. She did a really good job.
She's trying. She's a new fan of wrestling. So.
She's certainly learning.
Yeah, but she's a very, very beautiful lady, just like everybody, all the women are.
Don't give her a big head, Sarah. God damn it. I'm just kidding.
I won't.
But so yep. So I mean, the Colts are probably going to be one of those teams that are probably going to be picked. They're going to be a dark horse next year. They're going to be a sleeper pick. Everybody's going to be picking them next year. I can tell you that right now. You got a question, Bobbit? You're raising your hand. What's up?
No, my finger fell asleep. I'm trying to wake it back up.
Well, stop sticking it up your ass.
Well, I'm sorry, but I like the pleasure, okay? Damn.
Oh my God. We love you, Bobbert.
What do the Broncos need, Aaron? The Broncos need a lot of help on the offensive line.
They need a quarterback.
And they
Case
need
Keenum's
to
not the
draft a
answer.
quarterback. Case Keenum's not bad.
He's
They
a
need to
backup.
draft a quarterback and let him develop.
Drew Lock.
I don't know. I really don't think Casey Keenum is the answer there.
Well, of
really
course
don't.
he's not. He wasn't the long term. He's only signed for 2 years.
I thought he was signed for 4 years.
No, he's only signed for 2.
Okay. I thought they can get out with him like a couple years.
Yeah, no, they only signed it for 2.
Oh, get rid of him, man. That's what the
Well, they need.
Broncos.
They drafted. They started with the fucking drafting a
Broncos to
goddamn Tim
Denver.
Tebow, and look at where they're at now.
Paxton Lynch. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, they didn't even give that kid a chance.
Now he's
There
backing up
you go.
to
They could.
Wilson
They
in
might.
Seattle.
They might get Nick Foles. I didn't think about that. Sir Cardinal.
I can see Joe Flacco with the Broncos.
I could see Nick Foles too. Nick Foles is going to be the top free agent coming out, though. I can tell you that right now.
From what I've heard, I think the Broncos are in the mix for Joe Flacco. But yeah, I could definitely see Nick Foles with the Broncos as well.
Yep.
They've got a great offensive core if they can build that around him.
Bulls to Jacksonville.
I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to stick with Blake Bortles. I think it'd be a mistake to not stick with Blake Bortles. I really do. They need to get him. He had a decent year last year, but all of his receivers are gone. They need to get help around him. Leonard Fournette was hurt, so he missed most of the year. That defense, whatever fucking happened with that defense, I do not know, but they need to fix that. I like Blake Bortles. I think he can be that kid. He doesn't need to win you games. You have Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody's sitting there, Blake Bortles sucks. Blake Bortles sucks. No, he don't. He's actually a decent quarterback. You got to get help around him, though. You can't. How do I say? You good? You can't. Happy birthday, by the way. You can't. I got Heather Kingdom Hearts 3 today. So
Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
I can't stress enough that people need to stop saying that Blake Bortles sucks. When you don't put people around him, of course he's gonna suck. Look at how Sarah can vouch for it. Look, Andrew Luck. I mean, last year or 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
They had nobody around him except T.Y. Hilton, but T.Y. Hilton was being double covered. They had nobody else.
T.Y. Hilton and Jack Doyle, and that was it.
Yeah, and you couldn't do anything with it. So that's why I say stick with Bortles. Don't go out and spend all this money on Nick Foles because they still have Blake Bortles under contract.
It's still downloading, Denrick, so I don't know yet.
So we'll see.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I gotta take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
You got to go take the Browns to the Super Bowl?
I'm about to smoke a Super Bowl.
You're going to smoke a Super Bowl?
Hey, Cardinal,
I
when
think
is my back?
the Chiefs are going to be taking over the AFC.
Who?
The Colts and the Chiefs.
Guys, yeah, don't be surprised if the Chiefs don't win. Chargers. I'm telling everybody right damn now, the Chargers are going to be a team to beat in the AFC next year. Watch. Because they'll be a year older. And they'll have... I don't understand what they're talking about.
I'm sorry. I just want to say, fuck you, Cardinal.
I mean, they're gonna be right in the mix there. I'm not gonna sit here and say they aren't, but I'm not sold on the Colts yet. They have to prove that they can be consistent. year after year after year. They can't be an every other year team like the Lions are.
God, but they're better than the Lions.
Well, everybody's better than the Lions, Sarah. I know the Packers didn't beat them this year, but the Packers are still better than the Lions. But
I'll let somebody else call in.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling in, Sarah. Thanks for all the support this year, for real. It's greatly appreciated.
Sarah, I just want to get my thoughts. Thank you so much for all your support from the beginning of the year, and I thank you so much just for being here every week with us. Really do.
Welcome.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
That's all. Thank you.
Bye.
That's a awesome supporter. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Who else? What about Dan Rex?
Dan Rex said he didn't want to call in, yes.
All right, I'm gonna add Dan Rex. Give me a second.
What about Cardinal? I'll get his.
I'll add
friggin'
Cardinal.
cocky ass here.
I'll add Cardinal.
He's enjoying the puns apparently.
I'll add him here in a minute.
I think he's watching the Boston game, the Celtics game or something.
Oh, is he?
He's saying goodbye.
Okay.
See you later. See you later, Cardinal.
All right, Cardinal. Much love, bud.
Yes, he's coming on the call there, Cardinal.
He says Dan coming on.
I'll get into that page. Just give me a second.
JP, what do the Packers need to?
I just answered. I'll get into that in a minute. Hey, Dan Rex, how's it going, man?
Not much, GP. How are you?
I'm doing good. All right, just give me a second. Somebody else wants to be added to the call.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good Lord. Just give me a second. What the fuck?
What's up, Dan? What's going on?
Not much, Coop. How are you?
Hey, I'm enjoying the show tonight. Have you enjoyed the football season?
From the games that I've seen, it was okay.
What do you mean it was okay? Your damn team had one of the best years they've had in how many years?
About 20.
Well, before they lost to the Patriots. Before they lost to the Patriots.
Of who they lost to. You. And hello, Cardinal. How's it going?
There, Coop and JP. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good, doing good.
Thank you for the raid earlier.
Yeah, thank you for the raid earlier. I appreciate it. So who won the basketball game?
Pardon me?
What?
Sorry?
Who won the basketball game?
Oh, Boston blew them out by 30.
Oh, okay. Who'd they play?
Charlotte.
Oh, well, everybody beats Charlotte.
Are they called the Charlotte Hornets still or no?
Yes, now they are.
Okay.
Yep. So you can't be upset with the Chiefs. The Chiefs had a really good year, and they had a quarterback. It was his first year. I said that he was going. What did I say at the beginning of the year, Coop, about Patrick Mahomes?
You were right. He was going to be a star. He was going to be a star.
Yep. He was going to be a star. Now the thing that he has got to do is whoever is coaching him has got to rein him in and stop with the stupid fucking throws. These no-look fucking... Well, the sidearm passes I can let slide, but these no-look passes, they got him in trouble in all 3 games that they lost. Well, all 4 games that they lost this year. And they were relying too much on him to do everything. And that's why the Chiefs failed at beating the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as needs for the Chiefs, they need to fucking get a defensive line that knows how to stop the run. First and foremost.
They're going to need another running back, too, I think.
I don't know. I like Damian Williams. I mean, you're right. They are going to need a running back because Kareem Hunt's not going to ever come back again. In fact, I don't think he's ever going to play football again. Yeah, I know, man. I know.
That's a tough one. I think he could go to the Bears.
But the Bears don't need anything.
Yeah, I just have a feeling because I've been hearing. I guess his former coach is with the Bears. They said it was strictly business, not business, just personal, like how you doing type deal. But I could see the Bears going after him.
Okay, that's if they let him play again. That's the thing.
I think they will.
I think he's on the exempt list right now.
Right now,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. As long as he is on the exempt list, I don't know how long that goes on for. But
Well, it could be as long as the commissioner wants him to be on the list, I think.
right.
But we'll see.
But any guy that kicks a girl in the face should not be near me at all.
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah.
But they need the offensive line they might need an offensive lineman that they can get in the draft. They need defensive help bad. I mean, this defense, if they had any semblance of a defense, they probably would have beat the Patriots. But they don't have any semblance of a defense, so you're not going to the Super Bowl. And until they fix that problem, same thing. The Chargers will probably surpass the Chiefs by doing that because they're the most complete team. They just ran into a buzzsaw that day. The Patriots just showed that they're the better team, and that's why I picked them to beat the Chiefs. I did for some reason. Everybody's like, "Oh God, why do you want the Patriots to win?" I don't want the Patriots to win any more than the next person. They were just a better team. I'm being realistic.
Yeah. Well, a couple weeks ago, I painfully was in tears that I picked the Patriots. Oh man, I really think the Patriots have a good team right now, and I think the Rams are in for a little surprise for the Super Bowl game.
Yep. Ace goes, what do the Cowboys need in order to get above the divisional playoffs? Get rid of fucking Jason Garrett. But that will never fucking happen. Because fucking Jerry Jones wants to have control of everything. In fact, Jerry Jones needs to go the fuck away. With Jerry Jones running things, he controls everything. That he's like Vince McMahon of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, that's a pretty good comparison.
I mean, does everybody agree? Can everybody agree with me on
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
I mean,
I agree.
it's just Jerry Jones is the reason why the Cowboys are failing right now.
I could see Kraft also being like a Vince McMahon type too. Those are the two that I hear about most for the owners.
Right, but I mean, with Robert Kraft, he lets Bill Belichick run the team. He just.
Yeah, I'm just saying, out of the owners, those are the two that I hear constantly on the media. There's no you don't hear anyone else really.
Right. No, and I agree. What do you think your 49ers need there, Card?
Theo Brown?
Do you think that they're gonna get him? And do you think he wants to come there?
Well, he's been I don't know if you've seen his Instagram posts. He's been posting some weird cryptic messages, but recently he posted a picture of him in a 49ers jersey hugging Jerry Rice on the sideline. And he's been asking Terrell Owens about the Bay Area. Okay. And Jerry Rice has been lobbying like crazy, saying the 49ers need to get him. They need to get him. And I agree. They do need a number one wide receiver to put the pressure off Kittle because he had a great year this year. Next year, he's going to get double teamed. He's going to have so much double coverage on him. They need that wide receiver to take the pressure off Kittle and to complement. I think.
May I ask this to you? Do you think that San Francisco needs to trade for Antonio Brown?
That's what we're talking.
They will trade for him. It won't be a first-round pick this year. They're not getting the second overall pick. They'll get one in 2020, if anything.
Yeah, I think that I'm not sold on Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm really not, Card.
You know what? We didn't get to see very much of him. We only saw 3 weeks of him in the 49ers jersey. Look what he did his first year there. He went 5-0 down the stretch, and then he came into this year. They won they lost their first game. They won their second. Then the third week against the Chiefs, that's where he tore his ACL. So I still have faith in him. I think he's a smarter quarterback next year to get rid of the ball, not run with it as much. He's a great passer. He just needs targets, and he didn't have very many targets at the beginning of the season.
No,
Good
I was
one.
talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sold on him. He had one good game, or what? But he took over for 4 games for Tom Brady, and then he's injury prone from what I've seen.
Yeah, well, he did have that big injury this year, but like I said, when he was with the 49ers, when they traded for him, he didn't start in the first couple of weeks. They finally got him to start in the final 5 weeks of the season. They went 5-0, and he was good.
Well, I could be wrong about him, but I just think that I don't know, man.
To make him better, I think they need better talent on the outsides. Yes, they have good one, but like I said, he had a pretty bad year. I had him on fantasy this year. I didn't start him 1 week because he was terrible all year. He was also injured too. They had Garcon, but he's aging. I think Antonio Brown would be a great fit for the 49ers.
Okay. I think Antonio Bryant, he could.
Des Bryant. Now that is a silent guy that might still be a free agent coming up.
Oh, he won't be playing for a while because he tore his Achilles in his first practice. I was on that too. I was on that train saying, why don't the 49ers try to trade or sign him? And they never did. And then he went to New Orleans and then he tore his Achilles his first practice. So I don't know. That ship has sailed for me.
I think Antonio Brown, he could fit anywhere you put him. He's that type of receiver. He can fit any scheme that you want to run. Because a lot of coaches are going for scheme styles. If you think about it. They're not just going for, just because Des Bryant is out there. That's why Colin Kaepernick is still sitting as a free agent. Not because of what he did, but because he doesn't fit anybody's scheme and what they want to do. So it's not that Colin Kaepernick sucks in my opinion, but it's not that I don't think that he fits what teams want to do.
No, for sure. I can see him being in the XFL, honestly.
I could see him in the XFL.
Or maybe up here in Canada. You never know.
Yep.
You can definitely see him in Canada. Oh, boy. I can't wait to go see a Red Blacks game now. A Red Blacks versus Argonauts game. I'll definitely have to go see that. I don't see much Canadian football. But, with the 49ers, Cardinal, you've got Jared McKinnon that's also coming back as well, right?
Just going to say that. Yeah, he also, I think he tore his knee or MCL or something, but he was out for the preseason, right? So
you guys got banged up with a lot of injuries.
Before 49ers are fighting injuries this year.
So, but there was also going around about Le'Veon Bell possibly going to the 49ers too. I had one of my bosses saying he might go.
I really think that the only place would be is the Jets.
That definitely would be a perfect fit for the Jets. That's what they need. I hope he goes to the Jets though, or 49ers. But
they have the cap room to pay Le'Veon Bell for what he's asking, right? But the 49ers, they're so young, and they've got a young draft pick, right? So there's opportunities for them to still give value, probably for Le'Veon Bell for what he's worth, right? So it's just my thinking. I think San Francisco would be fine. What they have right now.
They could be competitive because they were competitive. I mean, I watched them in that Packer game, and they were pretty competitive. Green Bay was the better team, but they can hang around. They just have to. They showed their youth.
Somebody just asked, how is Bruce Arians going to turn their team around this season?
Who is he the coach of?
Tampa Bay.
I like Bruce Arians. I like what he did with the Colts when Pagano was gone, and I liked what he did in Arizona. Why did they get rid of him in Arizona? Does anybody know?
He retired.
Oh, he stepped away? Okay.
Yeah, he stepped. Yeah, he basically just retired and then just came out of retirement and just played for the Bucs now.
Oh, okay.
I think he had cancer or something.
No, that was Chuck
Pagano.
That was Chuck Pagano.
Chuck Pagano. Bruce Arians stepped in for Chuck Pagano, right?
Yeah.
So that's what happened there. But Bruce Arians now playing for the Bucks. I think that's a very good plus when it comes to Jameis Winston because this kid's been going back and forth. You got to get this kid some talent, get him a good coaching strategy because what we saw last year, he was throwing interceptions even going in when Fitzpatrick was being taken out, right? So.
Yep. I mean, he's got the receivers around him. And Mike Evans. He's got some big receivers.
Vincent Jackson might not be back there.
Well, Deshaun Jackson, he's a cancer. I'm sorry. He's a great talent, but he's a cancer. He was a cancer in Philadelphia. Didn't he play? He played for the Redskins too, didn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah. He was a cancer in Washington. And then he went to Tampa Bay, and I want the ball. He's that guy. He's that guy. Give me the ball because I deserve it. He's a prima donna. Him and Des Bryant are prima donnas.
I'm guessing that's probably what a lot of like the number one wide receivers usually ask for is they always want the ball, right? So I can definitely see him being too selfish of an individual that can't compete or can't make the completions, right?
Right. Yep. But yeah, the Chiefs there, Dan, what do you think they need to do?
Well, like you said, for the entire season, they need to get a better defense.
Yeah, I mean, their defense, and it's not even their pass defense. Because they have Eric Berry. Eric Berry was hurt all year. I still don't think he's fully recovered from that cancer that he had. So he's still dogging it with that. Not dogging it, and I didn't mean that in a bad way. But I think that they need linebacker help. They need defensive line help. Bobbitt, you gotta stop sticking your thumb up your ass.
I'm sorry. I like the sexual thrill, okay?
Right. That's all right. But yeah, Dan, I mean, I can kind of agree with you. What do you think who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl?
Well, I know that the Patriots have a better team, but I want the Rams to win.
Are you sure the Patriots have a better team? I'm asking.
Well, they got Tom Brady.
Okay.
But
the Rams have the best defensive front in football, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got that. So it's basically a 50-50 for me, but I want the Rams to win.
I will say this. I think there is a bench with Todd Gurley right now, right? Something happened with the last game with Todd Gurley being benched for most of the game, right? For the Rams?
I don't think he was benched. I think they were saving him for his Super Bowl. Why? I don't know.
Knee, right?
What's that?
The knee. He had a knee injury.
Yeah, he's got issues. He's fighting injuries, but he's healthy. They just didn't want him. They used him late in the game.
Okay, I'm just wondering if that's going to be a bother going in for the Rams. To me, the offense has been kind of quiet compared to what they usually been doing, right?
They look pretty good in the second half. From the second quarter on, they look pretty good.
If you're going against the Patriots, you gotta make a point every play, at least, right? So it's gonna be hopefully a point every play that they play.
I think the difference between this game and the Chiefs is the defense. The Rams actually have a defense, and they have the offense. Yes, the Chiefs have a really high-powered offense, but can you honestly sit here and tell me that they looked like they were playing tentative because they knew that their defense was very bad? And they didn't want Tom Brady, and they were trying to do things. They were trying to do things to get one up. They were trying to one up the Patriots. The Patriots don't have a very good defense either, if you've noticed. They're really terrible between the 20s, but they force you to kick field goals. The difference between a lot of teams that the Patriots play is they haven't run into a running back tandem like they're going to run into on Sunday. C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley are probably one of the best 1-2 punch combos in football right now. And I think that's what they're going to do. That's why you probably didn't see them utilize them as much as you're going to see that Sunday, I think, in my opinion.
Plus, if they didn't have the season-ending injury to Cup, too, like they're on fire the first half of the game. If they would have had him during the second half and into the playoffs, I think the Rams could outright win that easily. Right now, not sure.
Yeah. I totally agree with Cardinal. I think just Cooper Kupp being out of that mix has made Jared Goff made a little bit uncomfortable when it comes to throwing wise.
He's been doing something that he's been relying on his tight ends a lot more. That's helped them, but it hasn't. It's a Band-Aid. They don't use their tight ends a lot, and they should, because that Everett kid is a really good tight end. So is that other kid. I think Cooper Kupp and Jared Goff are roommates to each other. So I think that connection is just missing with the team right now between the two. I get it. I think that they'll have a game plan, and they've got Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson. I think they'll figure it out. They'll run the ball, and then they'll throw the ball. They'll figure something out.
Because if you notice, they didn't play Gurley as much in the playoff game.
Yeah, that's what we're just talking about. Dan Rex, you said you're taking the Rams?
Yes, I'm picking the Rams because I don't want Tom Brady to get a 6th Super Bowl
now,
ring.
You're picking with your heart. I'm just saying. You're not gonna pick with your mind. You're gonna pick with your heart.
I love his honesty.
I know, right?
Next season, I'll try to pick logically.
Well, I would pick logically now. Why not pick logically now? That's your pick. If you want to pick, I'm picking the Rams, but I'm picking with my brain and not my heart. Because I hate fucking the Patriots.
Yeah.
I think the Rams are actually the better team, in my opinion. But I think they are.
My pick. Even though I want the Rams to beat the Patriots, I gotta go logically and say the Patriots.
God, I love it when I do that to people. I'm kidding. So you're gonna pick the Patriots just because you think the Patriots are really gonna win?
Well, I just want to be wrong.
You want to be wrong? Then pick the Rams. If you think the Rams are going to win, Dan, pick the Rams, okay? I'm picking the Rams.
I just only watch the games for fun.
He's picking the Rams, fuck it.
Well, I got one question.
No questions. What's up?
You can't tell him to fuck off, Dan Rex.
Go ahead, Dan.
Since WWE has been promoting this halftime heat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't really well, I know that some people don't want to watch Maroon 5 and watch wrestling, but what's the whole point of having the most popular sport event besides WrestleMania than watch a 6-man tag team match from NXT?
Hey, what do you think Vince McMahon is all about, Dan Rex?
Money.
Wow, by God. Why do you think he's doing it?
I don't know. Probably trying to beat the ratings.
No. You said it just a minute ago. He's doing it for the money.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking is they know that the ratings are probably going to be the worst at halftime because of the Colin Kaepernick kneel thing. I think a lot of people are going to tune away from it because of the fact that they tried to get people in the act and they're trying to send a message to them. So Vince McMahon, I think, has made this halftime thing in order to take advantage of that. It's a marketing.
Yep, it is. It's a marketing thing, and it's all about money.
Mhm.
So that's kind of why I'm thinking just a good marketing move because they know that the NFL is taking a hit with this Neil thing. So that's probably why he's doing it.
Okay.
And it's Maroon 5. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, who cares? And
Well, it's kind
isn't
of a
it got
big
like
deal, but-
Wiz Khalifa or something that's fucking gonna be
They-
there with him too?
They actually
Unless Blake is
canceled.
there. I'm not watching.
They actually canceled the press conference for Maroon 5, I think. So he was. They usually have a press conference for the halftime show guys, and they canceled it for Maroon 5 because they didn't want to probably interfere with the Neil questions. I think is what a lot of people are saying.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's kind of a big deal because they're going to sing "Sweet Victory" from SpongeBob.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't listen to Maroon 5 because their music is gay. So anyway, sorry, just saying.
I like the first album from
Yeah,
Maroon
there's
5.
at least,
everything past that's been
I
terrible.
think people said the same thing about Coldplay too. There's at least one or two songs that we. It's like, come on, the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. There's one song I think that everybody at least like goes like, kind of thing. Even Justin Bieber.
Even Justin Bieber.
Fuck Bieber.
No, Justin Bieber can just go off the cliff.
Come on, there's no song that pops in your head from Justin Bieber that you
No.
Yeah, I
No.
like beating my balls.
I got one song, "Baby."
get.
That's great.
Yeah.
The only good song Bieber will ever have is if he gets Ebola.
Oh well, let's not remember him at the halftime show in the CFL.
Right.
That was probably the most embarrassing thing for Canada.
Right?
So, but Maroon 5 is not going to be doing a press conference now. They've canceled that. So obviously, it's taken effect. The Colin Kaepernick Neil thing.
Right. Nice. Okay. So, yeah. So, what do you think, Hard? Who do you think's going to win this Sunday?
Picking, my heart tells me the Rams, but I'm picking with my brain. I think the Patriots are going to win this game
You
just
think
because
Patriots?
of coach and better establishment in the playoffs and the Super Bowls. Got to go with the Patriots. Can't go against them.
Okay.
I'm hearing Cardinal right now, just picking the Patriots. It's breaking my heart.
It's breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart, but I think I want the Rams to win. I really, really do. But just their experience, man, too much.
Oh,
You see,
man.
Colonel, I have trouble picking between the Rams and the Patriots because I don't want the Patriots to win, but it's simpler to you.
Yeah, just because I know they've been in the Super Bowls. How many Super Bowls have they been in? 9?
This is
8?
the ninth one.
5.
Oh, it's just the experience. That's the only reason why I think they're going to win, because they have the experience. They know what it takes to win a Super Bowl, and you can't go against Belichick, man. That's
Because
it.
they're in a shitty division every year.
They keep winning. They keep getting it. They always get it done. You know.
I know. That's,
They
like
do.
what? It's the Dolphin.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Skinny Penis.
Not yet, Dan. Not yet.
So, there was a question earlier. What do the Packers need to do? They need guards. They need offensive guards. They need offensive line help. I like their 2 tackles. I like their center. They don't need receivers. All their skill players are set. They're good there. Where they do need help is in the linebacker area because Clay Matthews will be gone.
Is he a free agent?
Nope. Yeah, they're no. Actually, if they have him, they're going to release him. I think, but
He's older now.
he's
not the same-
32.
Yeah, he's not the same player anymore.
No, definitely not. So probably linebacker help. I do like the new coach that they got. He's the offensive coordinator for the Rams last year. So I like what he brings to the table. He brings a innovative style of offense. You're going to see a lot of that picking style of offense that you see in the NFL today, where they're actually rub routes, I suppose you could call them. He does that a lot. So you're going to be seeing that from Green Bay, which if they do that, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers is going to have a field day. I am saying this. If the Patriots do win the Super Bowl, both Brady and Belichick will step away from football.
That would be a plus for everybody.
That is my bold prediction. That is my bold prediction. But that's
I picked the Rams at the beginning of the season. I can't go back. Especially against the Patriots.
Right.
It's like there's no way I can. Even though I believe that the Patriots do have, I think that when it comes to the overall team, and I think they have the experience to beat Rams. I just hope that the Rams beat the Patriots because I hate them. That's all.
That is all.
Josh Gordon, he's still in rehab. You know that, right? Everyone probably.
Yeah.
But if they win the Super Bowl, he's going to get a ring.
Yep.
I was reading that today that they will give him a ring.
Yeah.
I think also I read that the Patriots are also paying for his rehab as well.
Yeah.
So.
And that's.
Hey, Dad.
What?
This is see you, Dad.
What?
Oh. Okay.
Something, I heard a big water thing.
No, he said "see ya, Dad" or something like that.
I said, hey, Dad.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I try my best to hide my mic, but I guess not.
But you suck at it. No, I'm just kidding. You're fine. So yeah, Bobbit, what about you?
Come back to me a little later.
So Bobbit, what about you?
Me. Okay, a little later.
I'll make my pick then, but I'm gonna, because apparently I gotta waste time because Bobbit's not fucking ready yet.
I gotta make sure he's here first.
Bobbit, all you gotta do is fucking put your hat to the fucking side.
Fucking coming from Canada or something.
So I'm actually streaming the game. I'm gonna be like Kirk Herbstreit and not pick a team. I'm picking the Rams. But to be seriously honest with you, if the Rams, oh for fuck's sakes, if the Rams can get their offense running, flowing like they did against New Orleans, and get the run game going, Patriots are not going to be able to stop them. That's the hard part, is getting that offense going. For the Patriots, or for the Rams on the defensive side, they're going to have to get pressure with three guys. And they can do it. They've been doing it all year. They have the best player in NFL on the defensive side of the ball in Aaron Donald. And I think they can do it. I think they can do. Throw something at them that Tom Brady hasn't ever seen, but he's been in the league for 20 years, so he's seen it all. But I think they can do it. I honestly think they can do it, and I think the Rams, it's going to be close. It's going to be like 34-30 or 34-20, 29, somewhere in there. It's going to be a really weird game. Most of the games that the Patriots are in are really weird scores anyway. But yeah, it's going to be one of those games.
Cheaters. They rigged the scores. That's all.
What's up? Fuck, I hate fucking.
Don't say it.
Give me your pick, shit nuts.
Yo, my name is Shit Nuts, yo. Mr. Magoo looking motherfucker. I'm gonna go with the Rams, yo, because they're gonna be ramming them Pats up and down that field, yo. If they're gonna be real, it's gonna be realist, it's gonna be real. That the new belt is made out of weed, yo.
I'm not talking about weed.
Oh,
Fucking weirdo. And have you been getting picks out of there all night? Okay. Heather's getting all the picks. So, and I think we're pretty much caught up. But anybody else got any thoughts or anything? And then Heather, I want to get Heather's pick and what she thinks. No? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Heather, what do you think? Or
I'm going with the Rams. You know what? 2 reasons. Fuck the Patriots.
well, Jesus Christ.
And 2, the Rams do have the slightly better team this year.
I think they have the better team, but you cannot. And I do like what Cardinal said. You can't deny the experience.
No, of course not. But you also have to remember the fact that the Rams have a better shot than any other team has had this year.
They remind me of the Eagles last year. Nobody gave the Rams a chance. I haven't even seen what other people are picking, and I'm pretty sure everybody's picking the Patriots just because of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. I'm not giving them a chance. And I said it last year. I said, watch. The Eagles will do it. The Rams are going to do to the Patriots what the Eagles did last year. The Rams.
Well, they had to battle back in the NFC Championship game. That's what I'm afraid of too. Say the Patriots score first, what's their response going to be? They battled back that whole game until the third quarter.
The Rams have to respond, and it's how they respond is the big key. But I think they can respond.
Jared Goff and the offensive, they got to score every point. Every drive they got at least 3 to 7 points.
I don't think that they have to. I say this for this reason and this reason alone. I think the Rams have a pretty solid defense. I do. I think they're healthy. The game against the Chiefs, they were missing players all over the place. And that's why you've seen a 54-51 game. But the Rams got Aqib Talib back. He's healthy. He's back in the flow of things. And they were talking about
Aaron Darnold is going to be a huge piece.
Aaron Donald's going to be huge.
Brockers.
And Ndamukong Suh, it's going to rely on them. But Aqib Talib brings back that man-to-man so that Marcus Peters on the other side can play zone. Because Marcus Peters is not a man-to-man guy. He's more of a zone.
Can you guys answer me this? I was reading. I'm not sure if I'm accurate with this comment, but if Donald records a sack in the game, are they undefeated?
That might be true.
Because I was hearing something about that a few weeks ago, saying if he records a sack, they're undefeated.
I know that. I don't know if he recorded this. Yeah, he did record a sack against the Packers because they were losing that game and they ended up coming back and winning. And I think they mentioned that.
I think. Yeah, so, I got to do. That sounds possible. That I got to do my research on that, but that sounds very plausible. Yeah.
Well, that's with Brady, and his immobility, I think sacks are going to be at a premium for the Rams. That offensive line for the Patriots had better be ready to play. This is a different type of defense, and I know they play zone, but they have Aqib Talib back, so they don't have to play zone all the time. They can play man-to-man. So, we'll see. But that's my pick. I know DJ Skinny Penis picked the Rams because they're going to ram that ass all the way up and down the field.
No, motherfucker.
Sure, whatever the fuck you just said. Get the shit out of your mouth.
Mr. Magoo looking motherfucker.
Mr. Magoo looking motherfucker. Mr. Magoo is blind. I'm not blind.
Could have fooled me.
You're such a dipshit. I agree with you, Samuel Adams. They are the best team ever. Just kidding. But does anybody else have any thoughts? Anybody else want to give their 2 cents? You can. If not, we can end it here. Because I run out of stuff to say.
And don't forget, guys, if you are within the Sideline Study Podcast chat and you did not give your pick here, give it to me in that chat.
You heard what she said. She's been cranky the last couple of days. Don't cross her. I'm telling you. She's gonna kick my ass after the show anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up, you. Nobody has anything else to say?
Who are you most looking forward to making an impact in the game besides from Tom Brady or something like that? I think a key piece is the running back position for the New England Patriots.
Oh, you want the James White, man, did it fucking 2 years ago. He's the key.
Sony Michel is not the answer. It's James White.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, Sony Michel's going to be there, but he's not going to be the one that you watch. James White. I'm telling you, watch James White. Gronkowski, he hasn't really been a factor a lot. Watch him watch them try to get him going.
This could be his last game as a New England Patriot as well.
This could be his last game, period. Because he's
3 of them could be leaving that team.
Could be going to WWE, right?
Wouldn't doubt it.
I got a question.
I've got an answer.
Maybe.
Who do you think is going to be the best team and worst team in the 2019-2020 season?
Can we end this year first?
Yeah, really.
Who do I think in the NFC? It goes year to year, Dan. I'm not going to lie to you. It does go year to year. But if I had it, the Rams are going to be there again next year. The Rams will be there next year.
I think the Bears are going to be better next year.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if the Packers aren't better next year. The Bears are going to be good again. Fuck me in the ass. I hate that fucking team. You want to talk about a team? You want to talk about a team that I hate? That's a team I hate.
You guys are all you guys are all wrong. It's the Jets and Seahawks next year.
No.
Darnold versus Russell.
It's going to be all about the Panthers, Coop.
The Jets will probably go. The Jets will be 8-8 next year.
No, they're going like 6 and something. I don't see them winning.
Come on now, give them a little bit of credit. They're going to be better than you think.
No.
They'll be 4-12.
Yeah, they'll be 5.
Okay. 6. Remember what I said? Everybody's saying, everybody was saying that the Cleveland Browns were going to win no more than 2 games. How many games did the Cleveland Browns win this year? I said it.
7?
I said they're going to be close. They're going to be 7-8-1 this year.
Yes, you did.
Just saying. The
Jets versus
Ravens.
Seahawks,
The Ravens. I keep forgetting about the fucking Ravens. Don't sleep on the fucking Ravens. They had the best. They had the best defense. In the league this year. If they can. What failed them is they did not let Jackson run the offense. They limited that kid, which hurt him so bad.
I definitely think that Baltimore is going to be in the playoffs next year because the fact that Cincinnati, they're going to Andy Dalton, not the answer there. I don't think that he's going to help them make the playoffs. Pittsburgh is going to fall apart now because their talent they've relied on for so many years. Who can compete to win that division next year?
Okay.
As long as they
I
don't tie
think it's gonna
Jackson's
be.
hands.
I think it's gonna be the Ravens.
I think the Ravens have a better team, but the Browns, I see them as a wild card actually.
And then next year they're gonna come out. They're gonna be 13-3, and
They're never gonna be your team.
Something happened to them this year. It's the locker room. I think needs to be rebranded or something. I feel
I
that
think
there needs to be a
getting rid of-
reset.
Well, I think Ben Roethlisberger is part of the problem, but Antonio Brown, I think he just didn't want to fucking be there anymore.
And same with Le'Veon Bell not being there for
And
them as well.
Le'Veon Bell didn't want to fucking be there anymore, and that just caused a problem. It caused a riff in the locker room. Le'Veon Bell's a cancer. I've heard people talk about him when he was at Michigan State. He's a great player. But he's all me. He doesn't give a shit about anybody else. Give me the ball 50 fucking times. I should be the center of attention. It's just like Ezekiel Elliott at Ohio State when he had that issue. They were trying to do something different, like save him. I mean, I know he wanted to carry the ball 30 times a game, but goddamn. I mean, I will say this. I will give Ezekiel Elliott this credit. He wanted the ball, but they wanted to save him for the NFL. But then why are you playing at Ohio State? It's just one of those things. I will say that yeah, I don't sleep on him though. I'm telling you, everybody can sit there and say that the Steelers are going to suck. Don't count on it. Don't count on it because they have a solid offensive line and their defense pretty solid.
I just do think that they're one of the AFC teams that could take a dip, and one of the teams could make like a 1 or 2 run and just get over top of them in the standings. I could definitely see that happening.
I mean, the Chiefs are another team that could take a dip, and I say that, and I'm not saying that just to pick on Dan Rex. Andy Reid, so many opportunities, and the guy fails every fucking time.
I think the Redskins are going to take a fall next year. No quarterback.
Yeah, they're gonna. Well, I've seen that they're gonna trade up.
That's what I've been hearing too. They need to get one of those quarterbacks.
And they're gonna take Kyler Murray.
Where does Haskin go?
He's gonna go. Don't be surprised if he don't go to the 49ers.
What about a Robert Griffin reunion in Redskins?
No. They're gonna take Kyler Murray. If the Redskins do trade up, don't be surprised if they don't take Haskins.
Yeah.
If he's there, because Haskins is the best quarterback coming out. Because he was a first-round draft pick in baseball.
Yeah, Oakland A's.
But he wants the money now. That's what Kyler
Football
Murray.
will give it to him. I think he would be a good fit for the Giants, though, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he's another player that. Yep.
Yeah, who the hell would the Giants invest in these days? Nobody? Another Curtis Painter or something?
No, they have Eli Manning.
Well, I mean the backup to Eli.
I don't even know who their backup is.
That's why it's like nobody's in the backup for him.
I'm not gonna.
Be like Jackson from Baltimore.
Say it again.
He could be like that. What's his name? Jackson from Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. He's 6'2", 220.
Okay, but he can run though, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he can. He can.
So it's more like a Russell Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah.
He projects like a Russell Wilson type quarterback or a Doug Flutie.
And this is the same kid that got drafted for the Oakland A's, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, just making sure.
Correct. Yep. But we'll see. I don't think they're taking a quarterback. Haskins is going to go way before that. I guarantee it. He's going to go way before Jacksonville picks. Because somebody will trade up and get him. Like the Redskins or the Giants. Because the Giants, where are they at? They're picking like what, 5th?
6th, I think.
Okay, where are the Jaguars picking? 7th? 8th?
I haven't even seen the draft ranking.
Me neither. I haven't really looked. I looked at a mock draft and seen.
I'll quickly bring it up for you guys. Just give me like a minute or two. Draft. There we go. Come on, stupid NFL Network.
I know. It's who's number 1? Oakland?
I think so.
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona, then Oakland. Or no, 49ers, then Oakland. Then the Jets. And then I don't know who's after that.
Stupid draft tracker. My God, NFL Network.
Why you gotta be
NFL.com, I hate your website.
Yeah, they're stupid. It's not gonna
I got one thing to say.
What? Yes,
I just
Dan,
hope that Trek's Lions would be better next season because
I don't
want to be feeling bad for Trek when he sees his team lose every single game.
Well, they don't lose every single game. They went 6-9-1, or
They
6-10. They went 6-10 last year. They don't lose every single game.
Well, I mean, we pick on him because
Well, it's Trek.
his team.
Trek is Trek. He's from Detroit.
Did you find it yet? I just need 5 on down.
What is? Sorry, that was very awkward. What is 5 on down?
Who's picking? I already gave you the first 4.
Sorry, the tracker. See, this NFL Network thing, it brought me up to 2018's draft, not this stupid. Anybody else got the thing? Because the NFL Network seems to not cooperate.
Do it the mock draft, NFL mock draft 2019.
I'm trying to look it up. And, stupid.
Let's see if I can find it.
I got it. Okay, so it's Arizona, San Francisco, then the Jets, then the Raiders. That's who they have taking Dwayne Haskins. Although I don't see them doing that because they have Derek Carr. Then Tampa Bay, then the Giants, and that's probably they could take Dwayne Haskins there. But I have seen that the Redskins, Packers pick 12th, Washington picks 15th, and they have Kyler Murray going at 15. So they think Kyler Murray's going to be there at 15.
Mm.
And like I said, if you look at this, and in Indianapolis, let me see, Indianapolis, they have N'Keal Harry. They do have him going in the first round to the Indianapolis Colts. The Dallas Cowboys do not have a first-round pick, but they have the Oakland Raiders taking Mac Williams as an inside linebacker.
Who do they have Carolina picking?
Carolina, they have Garrett Bradbury, center, North Carolina State.
Ooh. Okay.
A center.
Yeah, they don't need a center.
Yeah, a center. What, the Jets?
49ers, who do they have?
They have Nick Bosa going first, Josh Allen going second to the 49ers, Quinnen Williams going to the Jets, Dwayne Haskins going to the Raiders, Cody Ford, offensive tackle from Oklahoma, going to the Buccaneers, which they need offensive line help. That's part of the reason why. And thanks for the subscription, whoever that was. It's greatly appreciated.
Spotlight.
Sorry, I know him.
That's okay. They need offensive help. That's why they were throwing. Why they had a lot. Why? What's his name? Jameis Winston threw a lot of picks because he didn't have time, so he had to get rid of the ball quick.
What the hell was that? I just saw on my screen of just a big chin guy with balls just pop up.
That's my subscription thing.
What? What is that thing?
It's a Balchinian from Men in Black.
It's a Balchinian. My ball's your chin. My ball's your chin. All right, you get it. All right. The New York Giants are taking Ja'Kai Polite from Florida. Jacksonville, they have Daniel Jones from Duke going to him. He's a quarterback. I don't see them taking a quarterback, although I could be wrong. Ed Oliver, defensive line from Houston, going to Detroit. DK Metcalf, a wide receiver from Mississippi, going to Buffalo. The Denver Broncos, Drew Lock, quarterback from Missouri. I watched him. He is really good. Cincinnati Bengals, Devin White, linebacker from LSU. He's another dandy. He's really good. The Green Bay Packers, Brian Burns, an edge rusher from Florida State. There's their linebacker. Outside linebacker, edge rusher. The Atlanta Falcons, Jeffrey Simmons, defensive lineman from Oklahoma or from Mississippi State. Washington, this is mock draft. Kyler Murray, quarterback, Oklahoma. The Carolina Panthers at 16, they have them taking Garrett Bradbury from North Carolina State. He's a center. The Cleveland Browns, Kelvin Harmon, wide receiver from North Carolina State. The Minnesota Vikings, Chris Lindstrom, offensive lineman from Boston College. And usually when they say offensive lineman, that means a guard. The Tennessee Titans, they have Noah Fant going to Iowa. Greedy Williams from Pittsburgh from LSU going to Pittsburgh, excuse me. David Edwards, offensive tackle from the University of Wisconsin. Wake up, Coop. Going to Seattle. Going to Seattle. I know I'm putting you to sleep. Montez Sweat, edge rusher from Mississippi State. Edge rusher from Mississippi State going to Baltimore. Okay. The Oakland Raiders via the Chicago Bears. Yadni Kajust, however you fucking say that name. Offensive tackle from West Virginia going to the Houston Texans. The Oakland Raiders via the Chicago Bears. Rashard Gary, defensive lineman from Michigan. He's a really good lineman. He's a Khalil Mack type player. DeAndre Baker, cornerback, Georgia, going to the Philadelphia Eagles. N'Keal Harry, wide receiver, going from Arizona State, going to the Colts. Mack Wilson, Oakland Raiders. He's an inside linebacker from Alabama. The Los Angeles Chargers, they have Christian Wilkins. Now this kid, thanks for the subscription, whoever that was. No, it's fine. Christian Wilkins, inside defensive lineman from Clemson, going to the Los Angeles Chargers. Byron Murphy, cornerback, Washington, from the going to the Kansas City Chiefs. He's good. He could go in the second round. Nasir Adderley, safety from Delaware, going to the Packers. J.J. Arcega Whiteside, wide receiver from Stanford, going to the Patriots. And Amani Aruwariye. Cannot fucking say that name. I'm not even going to fucking try. Cornerback from Penn State, going to the Rams. That's depending. You're probably going to see them too. If the Patriots win, you're probably going to see that. Boy, they get deep. God damn. So there's your first round mock draft.
What's up, Mel Cooley?
Who the hell is that Balchinian guy again?
I know, it's a subscription. laughing at my subscription.
Welcome, boys.
Everybody, keep subscribing so we see more of that.
Hey, we get 9 more, he gets 300.
Yeah, that's right.
And
You
if
get 9
you
more,
want
I
to,
get 300.
if you want to sub to my channel, it's linked down in the description, please. I'm still on the road to 200.
You've been on the road to 200.
I know those two guys. They're good guys. They're sports fanatic, wrestling fanatics. These guys are the real deal.
All right.
Awesome. Welcome
Appreciate
to the
it.
channel.
Welcome to the channel. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Check out Bobbit. We'll be doing that on Friday. Tomorrow we will be doing Wrestling Memories, which will be fun. We're doing the rivalry between Ric Flair and Dustin Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes, excuse me, not Dustin. So yeah.
Same family, just senior.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway. So, anybody else? Any final thoughts? And we'll get more into the draft thing when it comes. I promise. We'll be talking more about that, and as we might talk a little free agency. I'm not too big into the free agent market thing.
I certainly am for some reason.
It's fine. I'm just not that much into it because Green Bay doesn't normally go after free agents. So,
yeah, if anybody wants, I totally understand everybody if they're interested or not with their teams with free agency. You never know who's going to hit your teams, I guess now, right?
Right.
So, but I'll leave it with you guys. Any final thoughts or?
I just looking forward to Sunday. I honestly don't care who wins. I'm just looking forward to having fun watching the game. I am streaming it Sunday, and I know Cardinal is too. So yeah, we'll be doing it, and I'd love to do it with Cardinal. We could give our thoughts, but I don't know how that's gonna work with. I gotta get with you on that. Well, you gotta get with us.
Good. Yeah.
You did or do?
We will have to. I've been busy. She's been busy.
Yep.
She's more than me. So we just got to put our team paths together.
Yep.
Friggin' Cardinal's been working his ass off.
What's up?
I'm free anytime you need tomorrow.
Okay, we'll have to work at 5:30 tomorrow, so we can do it during the day while he's at school.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good. So anything else? But I will be here on Sunday. And there we go. For some reason, it's the weather. So it's the weather here. The weather is shitty here. So the stream kind of goes offline. A lot of people came and popped in. So, and I might, go from there. That's all I got. I'm sitting here trying to fill fucking time because everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy.
I'm sorry. I have to admit, I'm looking at your replay right now, and it was just like you just cutting your face in and out kind of thing. It's funny. Sorry, that was my bad. I was focused on that. But hey, you guys did a great job tonight. I want to thank everybody that was just having fun doing the Sideline Study Podcast this entire year. This phone call thing was really fun for me tonight. Thank you, JP and Heather, for having technology to actually do this. First of all,
no problem. I want to thank the three people that called in. I want to thank Cardinal, Sarah, and Dan Rex for calling in, and thanks for all your questions, guys. Seriously, Coop says it all the time. Thanks for all your support. I would love to continue to do this. But yeah, the other issue, I'm not even going to get into it.
Here's what I got to say, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys like talking football, then why don't you just talk football every week? Everybody get together and whatever you guys want to do. I kind of am in a situation where I leave it in the hands of if you guys enjoy doing a show or not. That's my thing, I'm not really a I'm just here for the fun and make sure you guys enjoy the ride kind of thing, right?
Right.
But when it comes to whatever on the future, shows come and go. Maybe it just needs renamed, revamped. If it wants to stay original, then we'll keep it originally the way it was. This is, to me, it was all of us coming here and chatting football every week. I feel that's what the Sideline Study is all about.
Yep.
All of us just talking to football, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I got something to say too.
Go ahead.
Just thank you guys for supporting us throughout the year. Thanks for giving, a guy like me a platform to discuss football. As you all know, I'm a huge college football fan. I think it's shined on this show, and I never really get a chance to talk college football much. Anytime I get to, it's always with JP, because as you can tell, I'm in a family that doesn't watch football at all. Well, they used to, but after I got into it, they quit watching it. So I have nobody to talk football with. So it's,
It seems unfair.
I hope, I always want to be a part of the show. I love the show. I love discussing football, because football is one of my passions other than racing and video games and stuff like that. Just thank you guys for the support. And if I get 200, I've been promising it for a year, I might get a tattoo of JP's face on my back.
So be that true.
Please make sure that we save that replay, because that is too easy, Bobbit. We can get you 200 subscribers, no problem, for you to get a tattoo, buddy.
What do you got to say, Dan? I heard you said you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Oh, I thank you for having me on this call.
No problem.
And I wanted to speak out my mind, and while I kind of got stuff off my chest about my team, but I hope that they do better in the offseason.
I think Kansas City will be fine. They just have to fix their defense.
Mm-hmm. And JP,
What?
my ball's your chin.
I have no idea what you just said.
He said, "My balls."
I know what he said.
I'm just clarifying to make
You
sure.
don't have to clarify nothing. Cardinal, what about you? Got any final thoughts?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for letting me come on tonight. I know I haven't been on very much during the season, but got big things going on with my channel and stuff like that currently. But it's always good to talk football.
Yeah, make sure you check out Cardinal, man. He does like commentary during the games and everything. It's awesome.
So I appreciate.
Go ahead.
No, just if you guys want to check out these guys here, the Spotlight. He's new to the game. Same with Mel Gooley. These guys are really knowledgeable football fans. Plus, they do wrestling, guys. These guys are actually wrestling fans, so these guys are right up your alley.
Nice.
These guys are very good. So sub them up.
Like I said, Mondays and Tuesdays we do live reactions to Raw and SmackDown, and we give you our fucking shit show, fucking extravaganza.
And these guys have Twitter, so if you guys want to interact over Twitter and stuff like that, you guys could maybe work together on something. These guys are legit, man. They're legit.
And all of our Twitters are down below. I'm at JP Baker 91. Bob, it's at Foulmouth Mike, right?
Yes, sir.
At Goonie 20, which is Heather. She wasn't on camera tonight, but she's just, we got a newborn, so we're kind of, one of us has to not be on camera because that kid doesn't see one of us and she loses her collective shit. Don't forget to check out Coop. If you haven't seen Coop does stand-up comedy. It's funny. I gave him a joke earlier before we got on the show, unknowingly. But, so yeah.
You have to tell me again. I totally forgot.
But you can't throw the baby. You can't throw a baby.
Okay. Oh my God! Sorry, that was the randomest thing to say.
But it was because shit wasn't working, and then like the baby's crying. You can't throw a baby. Can't do it. But anyway, yeah. So we'll check that out. I'm gonna probably in Twitter, Darian SSD. I wish Heather was here. I need you to write some stuff down for me real quick. No, it's some Twitters so I can follow on Twitter.
Absolutely. The sports talk.
Yeah.
Is that who? Hey, make sure we're all here to talk football and sports and everything like that. So, hell yeah. Well, I'll write it down too once I'm off the air and I get his thing here.
Yeah.
We're from outside the community, boys. That's all it is, man. Just someone from outside the community, someone fresh minds. That's all I'm all about now.
Yep. And that's what I'm all about.
I wish my mind wasn't so foggy.
Well, I know why it's foggy, man.
I wonder why.
So
smokable.
Well, there you go. So anyway, we're gonna end it here. Don't forget, Sunday I'll be live on this channel and hopefully simulcasting with Cardinal because it'll be a good time because I'd like to interact with Cardinal. He might do the commentary and I'll give my analysis because that's what I do. I'm better at doing analysis than I am commentating.
That is.
But other than that, so
this is a really fun show. I have to flat admit, all of you out there, you did a great job. JP, this is really fun. All the people that called in, it was very different from what we've been doing all year, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for doing this.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again, and we will see you on Sunday. Peace out.
Go Rams.